I will share with you real stories, stories of real people living among us. This is Echo Explorers. Subscribe, and let's begin. When Helen moved into her new apartment, she loved everything about it. The creaking wooden floors, the high ceilings, the tall windows that opened to the city's restless night air. Only one thing unsettled her: the neighbor upstairs. She never saw him clearly, only glimpses: a shadow slipping into the stairwell, a door shutting just as she turned the corner. His name was never on the mailbox, though rent was always paid. And every night, precisely at midnight, she heard footsteps, slow, measured, pacing. Sometimes they stopped above her bed, sometimes they lingered by her window. One stormy evening, as rain hammered the glass, Helen heard a knock. Opening her door, she found him. Tall, with dark eyes that seemed almost reflective, as if they were holding back too much. He spoke her name before she could introduce herself. "You shouldn't leave your balcony doors open at night," he said softly. "Things wander in." Her breath caught. She hadn't told anyone she slept with the balcony ajar. She asked, half nervous, half curious, "Are you one of those things?" He smiled, not answering. From then on, their paths crossed in strange ways. He was always there, in the elevator when she came home late, on the stairs when she carried groceries. Each time, he seemed to know more about her, what books she read, the wine she preferred, the nightmares that sometimes woke her. And each time, his nearness brought that same confusing heat, part desire, part dread. His voice lingered like perfume, and when he brushed past her, she swore her skin carried his touch for hours. One night, unable to resist, Helen followed the sound of his footsteps upstairs. The corridor was dark. His door stood half open, as though inviting her. Inside, the apartment was not furnished. No bed, no chairs, only candles, their flames swaying as though in silent breath. The walls were covered in mirrors, dozens of them reflecting her startled face from every angle. She turned, and he was there, standing too close. "You shouldn't have come," he whispered, though his tone was more tender than warning. "Why?" she asked, voice trembling. "Because now," he said, his hand almost brushing hers, "you'll never be able to leave." The mirrors rippled, not with her reflection, but with movement. Shapes behind her that shouldn't exist. Tall figures, faceless, watching. She gasped, stepping back, only to feel his hand at her waist, steadying her, holding her. His touch was cool, almost chilling, but her pulse raced wildly. "Fear makes the air sweeter, and you, Helen, are sweeter than most." Her knees weakened. She didn't know if she wanted to pull away or closer. She woke in her bed at dawn. Curtains drawn, the sound of footsteps above gone. For a moment, she convinced herself it was a dream. But when she rose, she noticed her balcony doors were locked from the outside, and on her wrist, faint and undeniable, were marks, fingers. Not bruises, not painful, just a reminder. The neighbor upstairs had left no trace in daylight, yet she knew he was still there, watching, waiting, and she was no longer sure if she feared him or longed for him.